So I guess my first question is just like overall, your overall impact on just sports in general. I mean, a lot of people want to just kind of keep it compartmentalized, just the women's sport, but just having just an impact on children, just looking to get into sports and things like that, and then they also talk about the young girls that look up to you in the phenomenal season that you've had as well. So
yeah, I mean, my biggest thing is just wanting to be a tangible role model in a sense that's like I want to show girls that your story doesn't have to be. Your story's never going to be like anyone else's. It's going to be your own journey. So keep that in that. But within that, find your true self. What do you want to do? What do you want to accomplish? Goal setting. Understanding that you can achieve any goals that you put your mind to. But it's going to take sacrifice. It's going to take give yourself a lot of grace. And having some fun with it all and a little struggle and adversity. But you can get it done. And I think that's my biggest thing is when it comes to just expanding this game and growing the game and things like that. Yeah, we can have a lot of TV rankings. Yeah, we can play some awesome basketball. But I want to be that to let girls know that, like, I didn't want to play basketball in the beginning, right, but I worked my butt off to get to where I am today, and you can too. So just showing them that, like, paths can all be different, but that doesn't stop you from achieving your goals.
And you talked about, everybody knows your story that follows you, that you didn't really want to, play basketball, and your dad kind of pushed you into it. So, like, can you talk, us about the impact of your father, pushing you towards something that you didn't want to do, and then you're at the highest level doing it?
Yeah, I mean, I have to credit both of my parents. I mean, it's a blessing to have parents that made it such a healthy balance. Like, my dad was more on the athletic side. That's like, no, I want you to get into sports. I want you to have the camaraderie. I want you to do this. I want you to be great. But then my mom was kind of like, on the more academic side, like making sure that you are, when this ball stops bouncing, what type of person are you? Can you still survive in this world? And so I think when it came to just my parents, they didn't really force me to do a lot of things, but they put things in front of me to let me try out and see if I like it or if I love it. And that allows me to then find my true love and my true passion that just so happens to be basketball. And then that passion just continued to fuel me to be great. And that's what I have to credit them to, is just allowing me to fail, allowing me to be bad at things, to figure out, hey, do I like it? Do I love it? Because one thing that I never want to do is disrespect the game. And so in order for me not to disrespect the game, I had to put the work in to then pay forward to a lot of things, putting in my work of the game so then it can return. So basketball gods has been great to me. God has been great to me. And I'm blessed to be in the situation that I'm in.
One question that's been burning for me, because I've been watching you, from afar for, probably a couple of years. And every year I can't understand how you just continues to get better. Like, you have a good season, and then I think that's part of the best I've seen, but then you'll come out and have a season like you did this year, and then like what is fueling your desire to continue to do this at the highest level and then even add more layers to your game?
I mean, I just want to be great. Like, I want to be great, and I pay a lot of attention to detail to just my preparation to every single game. I feel like I can't even explain to people my preparation in the off season to get to this point, so it doesn't come by any surprise. It's like I put the work in. I hope I had this good of a season because I've just trained myself to do that. So we can walk the talk.
Okay.
But I mean, that's my biggest thing, is just approaching it like any other thing, approaching it as greatness. And then also when you have people that hate on you, that don't want you to be successful, that fuels you as well. Like, honestly, like being a competitor, being
do you have
human.
extra vitamins or not?
Anytime a person is just like, she's this or she's that, I'm like, okay, bet. I now have to prove to you. So I kind of be petty in some ways where they probably didn't even mean it that way, but the mere fact that I have you second guessing on my ability to be great, now I have to show you why I'm great.
Right.
So it's just really my mindset and preparation that I look to do every year. It's just like, how can I gain that edge? What can I do to have that edge?
And life after basketball, I mean, have you even thought about, or you just, because I know you always tell me that you're always you give everything its own space.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing that you always told me.
Yeah.
But have you thought about it? Like, what do you like, coaching? Like, is that something that I know as great as you are, I know that you're probably gonna have to be a coach. It's really hard to duplicate that.
Yeah,
but have you ever thought about that?
I've given it some thought, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't think I could ever coach myself. So I don't ever want to put myself in that situation. But when it comes to life after basketball, I still want to stay attached to the game as much as possible. But I would have to say just giving the next generation the opportunity to be successful. That's where, whatever that looks like, whether that's a psychiatrist or for sports, for young athletes, or just a mentor, little things like that. I want to stay within the game for young people for sure.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
Have a good day.